Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syifa Khairunnisa from class F. I'm one of the students of Mr. Hanan, supposed to submit the assignment of making a conclusion, a summary about a video from Yasir Kadi. He's the presenter about reconciling between reason and revelation and the role of intellect in Islam. Syekh Yasir Kadi, powerful Iman, lifting intellectual talk on the topic reconciling between reason and revelation and the role of intellect in Islam, based on writing of Ibn Taymiyah from Muslimika Famijedagarna, or Muslim Family Dies, which held in Stockholm, Sweden, around 2013, almost 7 years ago. Now, let's just onto our subject. What is intellectual? Intellectual that human have the only being that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made to having an akal. Now if you see the first word of Al-Quran, the first word that passed down into Nabi Muhammad SAW is Iqra. The first revelation Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent through prophet. Iqra is meant to read, to learn more. Now, if you remember correctly, if you see it clearly more in detail, Iqra was mentioned twice. The first, saying reference to first, Islam sciences, and two, secular science that we derives. Now, what is the purpose? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the first revelation of Iqra into Rasulullah. It is to tell him that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give him the knowledge directly about astronomy, algebra, medic, and more. Our intellectual is superior than any living being. A mere animal can do something that we do. Only us human, because we were given an intellectual, a brain. Intellect in Arabia is called akal, while a scripture, the Al-Quran itself, is nakal. It's just a basic knowledge, just for a base of this. Scientifically, there is no proof of God, right? The concept of thinking and pondering mentioned many times in Qur'an. There is four category that Allah mentioned about thinking, the concept of thinking and pondering, about use our brain into thinking about the whereabout, the existence of this whole universe, of this whole life. The first category is when Allah let us think When Allah challenges those who not believe in them to think that God exists. Like atheist, the human existence is complex. And who created this? Who created it? That Allah is a God that worship. This first category is specifically for non-Muslim. The second category, when Allah challenges us to think, to examine the life of Prophet Rasulullah Shallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and come to conclusion that he is a true prophet. Look at his lifestyle. Did he want money? Fame? He would be preaching to the famous group of people if he want fame. Did he want power? Al-Quran offered to make him Al-Quraysh offered to make him their king if he give up the message and he said he will never leave this message. Where did he have all of this knowledge from? The knowledge from the Al-Quran from. Mecca is a very backward society. No library, they are illiterate, no big civilization, Jahiliyah, and yet Rasulullah come forward and with a book consists of very detailed information, knowledge, study, and stories. For example, the tale of temptation of Yusuf alaihi wasallam, about Musa and Fir'aun, about Zakaria and Maryam, the story of Isa and the bird, the climber, and he transformed it into real and live bird. Now in Ar-Rum verse 8, there is awalam yatafakkaru fi anfusihim ma khalaqallahu samawati wal arda wa ma bainahuma illa bil haqqi wa ajali musamma wa inna katsirun minan nasi bilaqa'i rabbihim lakafirun. Do they not contemplate within themselves? Allah has not created the heavens and the earth and what is between them except in truth and for a specified term. And indeed, many of the people in the matter of the meeting with their Lord and disbeliever. Also in Saba, verse 46, Qul innama a'izukum biwahidatin antaku mulillahi masna wa furoda summa tatafakkaru ma bisohibikum min jinnatin in huwa illa nadirun lakum baina yaday azabin shadid, which means I only advise you one thing, that you stand for Allah in pairs and individually, and then give thoughts. It is not in your companion any madness. He is only a warner to you before a severe punishment. Also in Yunus, verse 16, Qul law sya'allahu ma talatuhu alaikum wala adrakum bihi faqad labistu fikum umura min qabli afala ta'qilun. Say, if Allah had will, I would not have recited it for you, nor would he have made it known for you. For I have remained among you a lifetime before it. Then will you not reason? The third, this is for Muslim, to increase our iman, to ponder of creation of heaven and earth, psychic, chemistry, biology, astrology, all of these disciplines interrelate with one another. To derive the meaning of Qur'an and Sunnah, extract the wisdom from the Qur'an, to derive the understanding of Qur'an. Akal linguistically is to rein in an animal, to harness an animal, to rein us from daring time of anger, to control us from acting foolishly and stupidly, to make us in intelligent manner. Akal pull us back from depth of foolishness. In Islam, to be in a good worship of Allah. The problem is, if you use your wisdom and rationale to be a bigger and more superior than Quran, then it will become meaningless. Your brain can only take you so far, but Quran, it will never contradict. There will be a time when we make a foolish decision and then regret it after. My God, why did I do that? Why does it take us? What does it take us? What does it take us? What does it take us? It means our mind, our intellectual, our reasonability is relative. Changes from time to time, place to place, culture to culture, situation to situation, whereas the Quran is eternal. Quran is forever. Quran is kalamullah. That's all for me. I cannot only send the message from that video from you to you until this end, and sorry for any confusion and problem, mistake. Thanks. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.